Hello and welcome back to Wallace and Gromit. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment, in a sense, because I forgot to change the crop of my Blade Runner episode on this one, so just had to restart. I haven't done much, honestly, just gave the squirrel this toast.
Here you are, little fella. Try some toast.
Yes, do feed him. I'm sure the little mite's hungry.
He somehow fails to catch it.
What are you looking for exactly? You're persistent in your attentions this morning, Mr. Wallace.
And there's somehow just glued to her chest somehow. No idea how. There it is.
I wonder,
And she didn't
Miss
notice.
Split, if you would be so kind as to, hand me that tea bag.
Tea bag, Mr. Wallace? What tea bag?
The one on your, ooh.
Are you feeling quite well, Mr. Wallace? What is it, Mr. Wallace?
It's one of those things where I feel like he could just like kind of point to his
I
chest.
see no tea bag.
Right, there.
Where?
Sitting,
Sitting?
on your,
My what? The man is quite mystifying sometimes.
Yeah, you're not really doing anything, aren't you? Don't know how you can't notice. And I showed it a snail, which I found quite humorous.
I realise this may seem a trifle irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this. It's,
A snail? In my garden?
It's not in your garden. It's just fucking...
Lost your mind, Wallace!
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Possibly. Just... fucking screaming and he's like, air raid, shelter now.
I wonder where Major Crumb disappeared to.
I know where he is, he's in the basement, but I mean, is that hard to guess? Talk about finding shelter when the bombs start dropping. The only place would be the basement.
Wallace! Thank heavens you made it to the shelter! I'd given you up for lost. Caught in the crossfire, were you?
Sure.
You've got to get your mind off the carnage up there. Would you like to hear one of my old war stories? I'd help pass the time.
Well, I hate to,
Of course you would. I
I
brought visual aids. I can still
don't want those kind of aids.
after all these years.
What a face!
That's me kitted out for heavy combat. That helmet took many a dent before the war was through. Without it, I could have become seriously loopy. Take my advice, Wallace. Never go into battle without a regulation helmet like the one in this picture. As I was sitting down,
Who's that fellow?
that's me as a young recruit, off to basic training. How I cried when they cut off my golden curls. But I cheered up as soon as they issued me with a beautiful set of dog tags. Dashed useful dog tags if you happen to forget your rank or... Nay, you've got it, right there. Never go into battle without your dog tags, Wallace. 3 weeks later...
Yeah, you're not loopy, are you? Getting your name, let alone your rank.
Now, there's a sight.
That's me posing with Mother next to my 40mm Bofors. Look at the size of that monster. Big Betty, we called her. The gun, not my mother.
Sounds like you were quite a soldier, Major Crumb.
Well, Wallace, why the past tense?
Oh dear.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Something you civilians will never grasp. And I'd be happy to prove it by charging into the fray. That is, if I were recommissioned and had a proper helmet with a cute little brim, and if I could find someone someone to take charge of this shelter and distribute the protein bars.
Pardon me, Major. About those protein bars of yours.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question in the event...
Okay, go. I think you said last
George,
episode.
this is an emergency.
Yeah.
Private Gromit. I hereby issue you one protein bar. Guard it well, and see that it lasts you all day. Wallace, here's one for you as well.
Much obliged.
Now I got the protein. And I still need that tea bag.
Wait!
Oh, what now?
Careful, Wallace. You're heading into hostile territory. The enemy has clearly landed, and most likely set up camp in West Wallaby Street. Who knows what the Blighters have done to our once peaceful neighborhood? If you make it back alive, you'll have to give us a full report. In the meantime, eat your protein rations. The protein will keep your strength up, especially if you're captured. Brave lad! We'll keep the home fires burning.
Oh, that proved useless. What am I doing with all this anyway? Is it? That's why I put it in the machine. Maybe I should have put it in the machine before I left.
You see a few of those blighters, did you?
No. So let's put the battery in. If it wants to highlight it.
Doing?
What do you mean not worth doing? I need all three. Question is, how do I make her realise that she's got a tea bag on her chest? Shit. How can I use? Promise got a racket.
The Mixomatic will be perfect for whipping up a tasty growth formula.
Oh. That's what I need.
1 unit of Energite fluid for a creamy finish.
Neighborino, you got something on your chest.
Perhaps you'd like to give the purple pansies a sniff. You'd have to, lean over, of course, but...
I see no point in leaning over and sniffing my purple pansies. I'm giving them the cold shoulder until they decide to shape up and bloom for me.
I mean...
they say that the blooms lower down on the plant give off a sweeter scent.
Is that so?
Yes. You'll discover, if you lean way down,
The topmost blooms are perfectly adequate to my needs, thank you.
Damn it.
They say that the blooms lower down on the plant give off a sweeter scent.
The topmost...
Yeah, got it. Same thing. Fuck me.
They say that the blooms...
Is that so? The topmost...
Yeah, same fucking response. Something like... I've only got one of the three. What was the other two I need?
I still need one ingredient for my growth formula.
Strongium.
Strongium. Ought to be simple enough to find that.
Yeah, because protein, that's simple enough. Because now we got a dude in our basement with a fucking briefcase full of it. Strongium is on her chest.
Back again, Mr. Wallace?
Yes, because you got a tea bag in the
flattered.
chest. Oh, okay, that's like a fast travel thing. Interesting.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
I need flowers. What do you have to say?
If you'd like to sample my Honey Miss Crumpet Festival.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'll have to pop by.
I wouldn't bother. He'll never make the delivery.
Right. I don't know the smell anymore.
Your
Anything
husband
else?
seems a trifle miffed.
Don't fret, Pat. He's always miffed about summit.
Yeah, we all know those
Chin up,
people.
Chuck. I'm sure it'll all work out.
Right, that's it.
Soon. I still have 1 or 2 technical difficulties to sort out, but I think I'm on the right path.
Ha! The path to oblivion, most likely.
You be quiet.
Nothing else.
Mr. Gabberley,
Kindly call again during opening hours.
when are opening hours?
Opening hours is when we're not shut.
Mr. Gabberley,
I'm not a...
Mr.
Gone away!
I don't know. Alright. The problem with this game is like I noticed that I don't know if it's because of my picture quality or something. Like, often, sure. At this point I might need it. Just to make sure I'm on the right quality setting. Yeah, 1920 by 1080.
Could those be? I couldn't help but notice the flowers on your window ledge, Mrs. Gabberley.
Aye, lovely, aren't they? Bring a touch of summer to the town square. Especially the purple pansies. Always been partial to pansies, me. You should see the flat. It's full of them.
Blinking weeds, if you ask me. Can't abide them.
Oh, go and suck a lemon, you moaning ninny. Oh, now look what you've done, you clumsy oaf. And open up that window when I'm yelling at you.
All right. But only to prove your insults don't get to me anymore. I can deflect them all.
Is that so?
Just that's a beautiful relation. No, I could just...
I'd be happy to take these flowers off your hands, Mrs. Gabberley. That is, if they make your husband unhappy.
That's a good reason to keep 'em, to my way of thinking. But go ahead if you want 'em.
Much obliged.
Thank you. Maybe this will help. Now I've got new flowers for my neighbour to sniff. If he'll actually fall off it. And it's just a matter of just trying to get out with the protein there.
Felicity is partial to purple plants, I think.
Really? So why did I grab these fucking ones then? So why did I bother getting this plant? I got the fucking purple pansies, whatever.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
Purple pansies.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mr. Gab...
I suppose you've an insult for me and all.
No, I've no insult for you. Purple...
I don't... Is there anything you got to say since I took the flowers?
Pardon me, Mrs. Gabberley. I wonder... that is, could you spare a...
Verb.
Sorry?
Give me a verb, Wallace. An action word.
Oh, playing a word game, are we?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, well, let's see. A verb. How about to grub?
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Now I need a thing.
A thing?
Aye, you know, something physical you could touch.
Something I can touch. Gentleman?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
I
It is.
know. Blustery.
Oh, that's a corker, that is. Last one, nearly done. I need another thing. Or like a person or animal.
A person or animal? Now, let me see now. Toad?
Yes, that's a thing.
Hey, thank you. Why did I do that?
Hey!
What is it now?
Go grub a gentleman, you blustery toad!
The toad is a noble beast.
A good solid insult, I thought. But maybe we need to think different.
Okay, gotcha. We're making an insult.
Put
Prune.
down prune.
Yes, that's a thing.
I know prune is an insultive word.
Hey!
What is it now?
Go chew! A dodo, you savage prune!
Truly, I do enjoy me long bath.
He's proud of being nasty, that's the problem. But maybe that's his weakness too.
Yes.
Purple pansies.
What the hell are you doing? Didn't even click anything.
You've got quite a vocabulary, Mrs. Gabberly.
Another round now.
Yes, another round. A verb. Probably just see what's the best. I don't want to just continuously do this and waste 5 minutes of my time trying to think. Oh, they got it. First of all, I could just do anything with, and then last I got use particulars.
Savage can be a verb.
Fine, that's... Now
Okay.
a thing, if you please.
Right. A thing.
Uh,
My suggestion would be prove.
Why not? Now
Yeah.
a descriptive word, if you please.
Where's... Mild.
Mild?
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing?
And gentleman.
Gentleman?
Yes, that's a thing. Hey!
What is it now?
Go, savage! A prune, you mild gentleman!
Hey! You do know how to wound a bloke, Winnie.
There we go, now I got that one. I tried to understand how the part is fixed when you hear it shattered.
Ah, got him that time! Serves him right for being such a grumpy old grandad.
Indeed. Let me take this
Would you
pen.
mind, if that is, could you see your way fit to lending me that pot of pansies, Mrs. Gabberly, for business purposes?
Business purposes? Well, be my guest. I've got bunches of them.
I was thinking he needs to be more assertive when you say things. Okay, now then. It's like you wouldn't have to go this route if you was just being assertive, but also gentlemanly about it.
Purple pansies, and mine haven't bloomed yet.
You want to smell?
Miss
Like
Flint,
that hinge.
if you'll just take a look at the pansies, I think you'll...
I told you, Mr. Wallace. I refuse to let those yellow hooligans have the satisfaction of... Oh, purple. You see? They're mending their ways. They just needed a firm talking to, that's all. Mother forgives you, you naughty little pansies. Sweet satisfaction,
Thank you, finally.
Mr.
Yeesh.
Wallace.
Yes, indeed. Very sweet.
My question is now, how do I leave the basement with a protein bar in my hands? Tell him it's alright. After he gives me a protein bar, let's put a tea bag in the blender for now. I wonder if he's just going to throw the tea bag in. Because I feel like he will, because I don't think he'll just rip it open and just...
One dose of strontium into the mix.
Exactly, yep. Tea bag and all. Alright, give me the protein.
What's the situation above? Fire and desolation as far as the eye can see? My God, I wish I could be up there.
Alright, coward.
Any news from above? Gad, how I wish I were back in the fight.
Sure.
I'd be happy to take charge of the grow team.
You? No offense, Wallace-held chap, but you're hardly officer material.
If your heart's set on going into battle, Major Crumb,
No, it is, Wallace, it is.
well then, I don't see why you shouldn't. Go back upstairs, that is.
But the protein bars.
I'm sure someone else can dispense those.
But who? It's a major responsibility, Wallace. I can't entrust these to just anyone.
Alright. I'll play music when he's here.
My workers are very devoted to their queen.
Oh. Didn't even realise the helmet. Yeah. Finish your singing, thank you, bees. You didn't stand for the Queen's Anthem, now
I
King's
thought you
Anthem.
might find this useful, Major Crumb.
A helmet? By George, Wallace, there's nothing like a good helmet. Makes a fellow want to put himself in the path of projectiles. If you know what I mean. But I haven't been recommissioned. What a fine figure of a man.
Why, thank you, Major Gromit.
Not you, me, in this old photo. Nothing like a set of dog tags to turn a layabout into a soldier.
Oh yeah, wasn't it something in that fucking like umbrella bin thing, whatever you want to call it? Yes.
So that's where the dog tags went. I'm sure Gromit will be glad to get them back.
Oh yeah, dog tags, but not the kind of dog tags you'd think they were. Alright then.
The mighty warrior return.
Yeah, got it. Wonder what happens when I give him his Gromit. How does he act?
Great news, Gromit. I found those dog tags you misplaced. Now you can walk around looking official.
Oh, doesn't care.
Any news from above? Gad,
He's too self-aware.
I were back in the fight.
It isn't like Gromit to be so absent-minded.
Because he is... Are you sure he's
He
not a robot?
refuses to budge until he's recommissioned. We don't know anyone on the military board, do we? Why must a set of dog tags stand between me and my protein bar?
I don't know even why that started.
I
I just
found
pulled out.
these in the hall, Major
Dog
Gromit.
tags. I've been recommissioned. Bound to happen, of course. Can't leave good military material sitting on the shelf. My place is in the trenches. By thunder, I'm a soldier again. St. George is ready for his dragon. And yet, duty compels me to remain here. No one else to guard the protein bars. Confounded sense of duty.
If your heart's set on going into battle, Major Crumb,
Oh, it is, Wallace. It is.
How do I make him be aware Gromit is more...
go back upstairs,
Amanda.
that is.
But the protein bars.
I'm sure someone else can dispense those.
But who? It's a major responsibility, Wallace. I can't entrust these to just anyone.
About Gromit?
Gromit could do the job.
Ah, there we go.
Private Gromit. Can I entrust my precious cache of protein bars to a Pongo? Perhaps so. He's proven himself a trusty foot soldier. Yes. If I am called away to the front, I'd feel comfortable leaving Private Gromit in charge. Good heavens! I shouldn't be skulking around in a cellar like a frightened rat. I'm a soldier by thunder. Private Gromit, I hereby appoint you officer commanding this air raid shelter. Here, you pass out the rations. I've got a war to win. Charge!
Just weaponless. He's angry. He's pissed. He's not happy.
Now to get my hands on a protein bar. Gromit!
God damn it, now what? Do I talk to him about it?
Request dispensation of protein bars, soldier.
There we go. Just have to simply ask. Okay, off I go. And now I got all that. I got all that done. Finally. Yeesh.
One generous chunk of protein to give it texture.
Although it is wrapping.
Mix up my very own quick grow muscle formula. That ought to
Do not consume. Oh, that's not good.
No, the mixomatic's all mixed up. Stop! Stop! Help! Gromit! Oh.
Yeah, unplug it. I was thinking that.
checking to see if anything's sprouted yet, Mr. Wallace?
Well, as a matter of fact, Miss Flit,
See how that does.
Really? I don't see what you're hoping to...
Yeah?
Oh! I don't believe
it
it!
works! It works! The homemade quick grow miracle muscle formula works! We're in
Genius.
business, lad! You see, Gromit, look where a bit of enterprise can get you. If I hadn't found that flyer you chucked in the bin, I'd never have been able to concoct my miracle grow formula. And then where would we be? You really must
Didn't even
be
notice.
careful what you chuck out, you know? Blinking Nora!
Oh, my word! I think I'm going to faint.
Right, large.
This ought to be plenty of fuel for the old pollinator.
Indeed. We're dragging those into the house. Okay. Just cartoon being a cartoon. Somehow just fits it in your pockets. And here we go. Give me the... There we go.
That's champion, that is. 50 gallons of honey and just in time for my annual tea and crumpet festival.
Indeed.
Pleasure doing business with you, Wallace.
Always aim to please, our bees. That's the last of our bills, Gromit, and we've got just about enough left over for that little holiday we've been planning. This year, I fancy Blackpool. Oh,
Really?
yes, lad. I think our money troubles are over at last.
Air raid! Air raid!
Not
everywhere!
this again.
Excellent vantage point. Prepare for a crash landing, you devils! Sorry, Wallace, but I'm going to have to commandeer your dining room.
Now, just a minute, Major Crumb.
No time to argue, old man. The whole town's under bombardment.
But
Here they come!
Few bees.
doesn't it, Gromit? Giant bees!
Oh, giant.
Help the good citizens of West Wallaby Street! Civilians out!
But
That's an order, Wallace. Private Gromit, kindly escort this civilian from the battle zone.
I think he already did that himself.
For Queen and country, soldier!
Indeed. Where's Gromit? Wallace, I mean.
good heavens, Gromit, you don't suppose those monsters have anything to do with our honey-making operation, do you?
I think they do.
Bumbling heck! My quick grow formula. It didn't just affect the flowers. Just
Affected
hope
the
it's
bees
the wrong
somehow.
number and not more bad news. Yes, Mr. Paneer. Well, of course you're upset. Being dive-bombed by giant bees isn't good for any business. We're doing all we can to get the situation under control. Normal honey service will be resumed as soon as possible. With normal-sized bees. That's a promise. There's a giant fly in the soup, lad. And it's shaped like a bee. They're taking over the town. Time to read the riot act. I am their employer, after all.
Yes. Yeah, that's gonna help though, isn't it? Queen above you. That's how it works.
Oh! They won't listen. They're completely out of control. This honey business has a sting in the tail and no mistake. Oh!
Oop.
Do something, Gromit. Hello, from B to... Oh, Constable Dibbins. If I could, I would. Oh,
Ah, Mr. Gavel here. I ain't much good at eating humble pie, but I spoke out of turn yesterday. You're not That's it, but after all, what I said to you, I'll take it all back. You're a credit to the town. Just a minute. What's this? Ah! Giant friggin' maze! Oh my giddy heart! There's only one nincompoop round here what could have caused this!
Wallace! Be like that, really. What is?
Careful with the auto-flip frying pan, lad. The timer mechanism is very delicate. It's liable to spring at odd moments.
It's like then, yeah, I'm aware.
It's terrible.
I think that's it. I think I'm going to call the episode here, though. Thank you all for watching, though. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Goodbye and take care.